Molly, specifically, how would you respond to transgender students in athletics?
Thanks for the question. My opinion on, or my belief system on anything about transgender students in the athletics is irrelevant. The policy is in our school and in our country is that all students have access. So that is the policy that I think we should have. I think we need to know that being transgender is not about voyeurism, it's not about pedophilia, and it's not something that kids jump into because they think they're going to be successful in an opposing gender's sport. I do think being a female and having played sports in high school, we fought a long time to get equity as women in sports and athletics, and that's important. But to not allow all children to participate is not the policy that we want to have as a school district. If we would violate that policy, we'd be opening ourselves up to a lawsuit, and I don't think that's really what we would want to do. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I would just like to let you know that our policy, our country, our state, our policies, we promote equality. I think that is what we should do. I think equality, good. Yes, and also, this isn't about pedophilia, guys. Oh, who said that? This is not voyeurism. Oh, who mentioned that? Trans people are not perverts. I hope you know that. I hope you don't mention that. Because that's what we're talking about. Did you know I'm a woman too? Cause I didn't know if you know this, guys. Back in my day, there was sexism. Because that happened. So we had to fight for our right to do sports. Isn't that crazy? So I know what it's like to experience I know what it's like to experience sexism. So we don't want to be mean to the children. We don't want to do it. So, I just want you to know that I've experienced sexism, and I know we shouldn't discriminate against the kids, because I know what they're going through, guys, because I'm a woman. Yeah. Thank you. That is all for my question.
Agree with Molly on every point she made. I feel while it is incredibly important that all students, regardless of race, religion, gender, or any special needs, have equal access to both learning and athletics in this case, this is not a problem that we have had in our district. We have taken steps to make things to accommodate students. We have privacy showers, lockers, and restrooms built into our new high school for students with issues of shyness, body image, transgender, bullying, or any concern. We must follow WIA rules and federal non-discrimination laws, or certainly risk losing funding, federal funding and state funding, as well as incur potential legal costs. There are protections in place for fairness, not only for those asking for access and accommodations, but also for those that may feel affected by it. So, issues of protected class, non-discrimination are determined at the state and federal level, not by our district and not by me as a board member. Really hands are tied on a lot of the stuff depending on the federal and state, but there are policies and protections in place in our school, many that would protect someone from being affected by it, or again, as far as someone, a male athlete wanting to join, say, identify as a female and to win a track meet, it just doesn't happen. But there are policies and protections for all. Thank you.
gotta speak heart to heart, guys. My brownie. If you pan down, you can see that my hands are tied. We don't want to lose funding. Oh, we don't want to lose funding in a federal, state level for our schools. And we don't want to lose money, guys. So you know what we have to do? We gotta respect people. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I know it's kind of hard. I know it's a bit of work. But we gotta respect people because we don't want to get sued. We don't want to lose money. Lawsuits, that doesn't look good for our school. So we're just gonna let these men who identify as women. Oh, my bad. My slip up, my misspeak. These women play some sports. We don't want to lose our money. And you know, it's just our hands, they're tied. Can't you see? Our hands are tied. We gotta let the kids play sports. I know it's hard. We gotta let them play sports. Because they're not just gonna be like, I'm a female and go off and win a track meet. That doesn't happen. You don't see that. That doesn't happen. I don't know why I'm bringing it up if it doesn't happen. I just want to quell all of your worries. Thank you for listening. Do you want to respond?
So I would agree that as it relates to law and policy, you know, we are, our hands are tied in that regard. You know, as it relates to individuals who are transitioning from male to female, if they were to want to participate in a sport, again, you know, we would not be able to allow them to participate. However, I fear a sense of fairness on the part of those individuals, those women who are participating in a sport against somebody who has a significant level of testosterone in their bodies. Frankly, it's almost as if it would be more of a you know, an enhancement or an unfairness, if you will. You know, someone who's completed that process, you know, I would say would be fine. But again, it's to how do we make sure that it's fair to those folks that are participating from an athletic standpoint, that they all play on an equal field. So.
I gotta speak now. Oh, I gotta put down my brownie. Guys. Okay. So, you know, trans people, they exist. I know, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. They exist. And like, sometimes they're not like all the way done with transitioning, because every trans person wants to transition, right? Like medically, like the hormones, like the surgeries. And no one's gonna question the ethics of discussing transgender children's bodies at this meeting. That's not a thing. No, we're not gonna question it. So sometimes they're not done transitioning, getting all the hormones. And you know, I don't care how hard it is for them to medically transition at this age, because I'm worried about the girls. Oh God, guys, what are we gonna do? A woman with higher testosterone is playing sports. Oh my God. Okay. These guys, oh no, these women. I support trans people. These women, I know words. I do good words. Yeah, I do. I words good, thank you. These women, they have higher testosterone levels. They have higher testosterone levels, which clearly means that they're bigger and stronger and better at sports, because big strong man hormones. Yeah, I'm not sexist. So they have the big strong hormones. What about the women? What about, oh no, trans women are women too. I didn't say that. What about the women? They play sports too. That's not fair. Big strong man hormones in women. That's not fair. Aw, what are we gonna do? We wanna make the sports fair. Guys, the women, they can't handle themselves. Big strong man hormones, and I'm gonna completely disregard the fact that some women are just naturally born with higher levels of testosterone. And that doesn't affect their sports. Big strong man hormones. That ends my answer.
I agree with what Molly said, and that there are policies in place and you can't bar access to somebody. As far as like kids signing up, it's not easy to be transgendered. It has a very high rate of mental health issues, people who are identified as being transgendered. And I guess I would want to be supportive because I've had transgendered students and they feel isolated. But like I said, there are policies and I would want to be supportive.
You know, I knew this question was coming. We all knew it was coming. So to prepare, I did a little scrolling on my smartphone on my Facebook. You should go follow me on Facebook. I have a Facebook. I was scrolling and, you know, I'm like, what? Why not check out like the civil rights hashtag? I am a woke white woman. I care about people's rights. So I was reading up on these transgendered people. You know, that's a term. People who have trans their gender. Right, their gender, they just transed it. It's like a fancy word for changed. These transgendered people. And I read, and oh, they have it so hard. Oh God, guys. Transgendered people are just so sad and alone. All the time. Did you know that? Because I knew it, because I read it on Facebook. Transgendered people, guys, they have it so hard. They have higher levels of sadness and mental health problems, guys. It is not easy to identify as being transgendered. It's so hard, guys. And I want you to know that I'd like to support you. I would like to support you. You know, if it's convenient for me, cool. I'd like to give a little bit of support. You exist. That's cool. I guess. I'd like to support you, I guess. Yeah, guys. It's really hard being transgendered. They have bad mental healths. I read it on my Facebooks. Thank you for listening.
All kids do have the opportunity to join a sport, and I think sports are important. I support kids joining a sport of their birth gender. So I understand that law and policy comes into play and that people's hands can be tied, but my vote, I guess, would be to have kids joining sports of their birth gender.
Guys, sports are important. Did you know growing up, kids in sports do better? I don't know what. Sports are good. Sports are important for kids. So, yeah, I support people joining sports. That's what you were asking me, right? Sports, good? Right. Oh, trans people? Oh, well, they had a different assigned gender at birth. They can't sportsing and another gender. Oh, God, guys, no, I don't want to vote like that. Guys, sports are good. You know, we give these tiny babies labels at birth. I think those are important. We give them little labels at birth. The tiny babies. We are obsessed with labeling our babies. You know that? I like those labels. So can't the kids just like follow their baby labels and just do the sports of the things? Oh my God. I mean, sorry, I'm done. Thank you.